So the workout was good. It's crazy because Mikey called me this morning. He says, hey, we're coming to San Diego. You know, we land at 9 o'clock. We'll see you at 10. Yeah, man, so I got a call from him this morning, of course with his favorite FaceTime smile. And he's like, hey, you know, we're coming to San Diego. I'm like, cool, what time? He's like, well, we're gonna land at 9 o'clock. We'll see you at 10. So, of course, I'm like, all right, for sure, whatever you need, we'll be in the gym, let's get after it. And of course, today's 2 days before Christmas, of course now, past midnight, we're on Christmas Eve. But as soon as he landed, straight to the gym, they're getting loose. And with these guys, every time we get a chance to get in the gym, we want to do as much game action and live stuff as possible, because that's what pushes them and that's what allows them to go their hardest and continue to grow and get better. We focus on pick and roll, we focus on handoffs, get them going on some hedges, on some twists, on some slips, on some splits, and then we'll go through our mid post, our low post, we'll get into more handoffs, and then we'll get into our pick and pops, just making sure that they're able to catch the ball off of an action, moving off the ball first, and then attacking their defenders live.
How does it feel being down in Dago for the first time?
My flight got here at nighttime, so tomorrow I'll see what's up. I mean, right now it's going so far good.
I know Mikey gonna show you some of his favorite Mexican spots.
Man, tell me about it. He talking about some taco spots, so we go hit it up. Yeah, my goal, well, the team goal is to win championship or go to Geico and win the championship. But my goal really is to improve my handling and off the dribble, pull up, shooting, all that.
And then we also have another help side defender on the backside, so that way they're able to make some more moves and draw a lot of contact. You notice when Mikey's training, he does an incredible job drawing contact. Caitlin does an incredible job drawing contact, and Joyful, we saw today, can do a better job of drawing contact, but it started to pick up towards the end. You know, one thing that he did was he was limiting his dribble so much, because that's an area that he needs to improve on. So for Joyful, you know, he wanted to go one dribble and pick the ball up every time. It's something I continue to reiterate to him, is I want him to take a second dribble to bump someone off their line, or to make a counter move, or to work on his game. Because at the end of the day, when you're training, it's not important how much you're scoring, but it's more important with how much you're growing and developing as a player. And that's something that we see a lot with Mikey and Kaylin when they were here, you know, months, you know, twice a day. When they would get in the gym, they would focus on something new every single time.
Feel good to be back for a little week. Come back to the family. Had to stop by the gym, put some work in. You know how it go.
And how does it feel, man, getting back, you know, with your boy Mikey?
I've been seeing him go crazy, so just link back with my boy. He always family, so whenever I could get a chance to see him, we gonna link for sure.
And how's that freshman year?
So far, it's hard. It's a grind for sure. Coming from high school, you know, it's easy, but in college you playing against 25, 26-year-olds, so you gotta go, you gotta grind, you gotta stay in the weight room, you gotta stay late, put shots up, yeah.
And I mean, like you just said right there, what kind of advice can you give some of the youngsters that want to be in your shoes in the next year or two?
You just gotta work. It don't come easy for sure. Make sure you live, sleep, eat well, stay in the gym. You gotta stay in the gym for sure.
So for Mikey, oftentimes he'd be working on his shot, or one day he'd work more on his contact, or the next day he'd be working more on his left hand, or his floaters, or drawing contact and getting fouls. So you could see, even though we were doing different workouts or some of the same workouts, they would have a different focus every time. And so that's what allowed them to grow, because they weren't focused on just scoring. I'm on ball. When he gets to here, Dom comes sets a screen, he comes off and is live off the switch. Okay. Okay. Because what you do in here, as far as how many buckets and points you get, doesn't count. But how much you grow and get better as a player does. And that's somewhere where Joyful, we try to push him to let him understand, I want you to expand your game and to continue to grow and focus more on growing as a player than just trying to get a bucket every single time. So I've seen him at his craziest effort level, going the hardest, and I've also seen him sometimes at his worst, where his effort level wasn't the greatest just because of, like I said, oftentimes he'd go twice a day, 6-7 days a week, and didn't understand how to take a break. So sometimes his effort wasn't there, and I understand that. But just flying in immediately off the plane, straight to the gym, he had a great effort level today between the three of them, pushing each other, going hard. Our trainers were pushing each other, making sure that the players were going hard through every single rep, attacking downhill. Making different reads, making them adjust, and drawing a ton of contact, which are things that I love to have him do. No, our guys know the routine for the most part. So, Christopher does an incredible job with his defense. Max does an incredible job with his defense. And then Leo's always there on help side for us, so we have another body making sure these guys make more reads. And I always tell them, like, I want you to push them. I want you to make sure that their energy levels are matched. I want you to make them make different reads every single time, play them differently here, play them differently there. Even sometimes you can see our guys were trying so hard on defense that there was a couple fouls, and you got to be careful because this is training and we want these guys to improve and not get hurt. So I love the effort level defensively that the guys are pushing them and pressuring them, things that they're going to see in an actual game. That's what we want to prepare them the most for.